Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Also, the point of contact for Broken Chains JC here in the state of Michigan. Today, as I'm reading in Proverbs chapter 14, I read verse 10 and 13 and realize there's something about those two verses that we should really look at. The heart knows its own bitterness, and no outsider shares its joy. And verse 13 says, even in laughter, a heart may be sad, and joy may end in grief. You know, when it comes down to it, a heart knows its own bitterness, and no outsider shares its joy. Sometimes we want to just cover over what it is that we feel. We want to change our feelings. You know, in recovery, we often say you have to feel it to heal it. But you also have to feel it when you want to enjoy it, right? Whatever you happen to be feeling in the moment, that's appropriate to feel. But you got to deal with whatever it is, right? The problem comes in when we are feeling lost, lonely, bitter, dejected, rejected. Even when we're feeling absolute joy, isn't it crazy? You can feel absolute joy in a moment and feel guilty about it because you shouldn't, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that's ever felt that way. But in those moments, when you don't want to deal with what you're feeling with in the moment, it's really easy to allow somebody else to have influence. You can have somebody come in and they can joke around with you and make you feel really good when you're feeling down, right? But verse 13 says, even in laughter, a heart may be sad because you didn't do anything to deal with the bitterness that was there in the first place. Joy may end in grief. So what I'm saying today is it's really, really important that we do not let ourselves just run off and try to mask over. And the crazy thing is, people think about masking over our pain or our joy in some way. They often think about with drugs or alcohol. But the reality is, I would say a large portion of the population do it just by interacting with other individuals that they know will spur that thought in a different direction. If I'm feeling too joyful, I'll get around somebody who's going to bring me down. And if I'm feeling down, I'm going to get around someone who is going to, joke and poke and prod, right? And all of my identity becomes wrapped up in how other people make me feel. In recovery, we call that codependency. It's a dangerous thing. The majority of people in the world today struggle with that in some way. And it's just as addicting as heroin, porn, crack, marijuana. Yes, it is addicting. I know people that will rip their house apart looking for that last bud when they haven't gone long enough, when they've gone long enough. The same as a crack addict will do, looking for that last rock. It's true. But I know people that will chase after someone who will beat them down just so they don't have to feel alone. It's the same addiction. Everyone needs help. Celebrate Recovery is one of the best places I've ever found help. You need to be engaged with a community of people that understand the process, and you need to be engaged with the church that understands those people. I'm one of those people, right? And so I'm going to encourage you. Look up Celebrate Recovery today, celebraterecovery.com. There's a locator on there. Punch in your zip code, and it will tell you what the closest Celebrate Recovery is to you. And you need to get there. And you need to interact with those people. And it's going to feel awkward. But you need to keep coming back. And you need to keep doing it. And if you do that, and you engage in your word, the Bible, every day, and you spend time with other believers, life will change. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.